Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Had it, I bro, you nuggers. Yo. Disclaimer, I'm finna eat while I'm talking, so if y'all don't want to see me eat while I'm talking, then don't watch the goddamn videos. Don't try to tell me when I can do what I want. If you like the content, okay. I'ma eat. I'm hungry. Nobody come where you at. Yo, man, why you talking while you eating? Now, I caught up to the Clippers game because I fell asleep yesterday on it. So I watched the Clippers and the Jazz game. And to me, this is Tyronn Lue's fault. Don't give me no Kawhi. Don't give me no Planners Paul. Because Tyronn Lue, what he need to do, Tyronn Lue, this is what you need to do. No rhyme intended. Why did you play DeMarcus Cousins? Why did you not stick with him? And why did you stick with Kennard too long? Also, you should have sat Paul George and Marcus Morris down some. You should have sat them down. You should have sat them down. They weren't giving you anything. Now, I don't know what the refs got against Reggie Jackson because it's Reggie Jackson. Reggie couldn't defend nobody. They kept calling a foul on him every 2 seconds. They put Kawhi Leonard in foul trouble, which I was like, okay, this is weird. And then everybody was telling me, man, is Karl Malone there? You know, and I saw Karl Malone there. I'm like, oh, that's why. Karl Malone night. Donovan Mitchell is a guy who is streaky. In the beginning, if he's not hitting his shots, then he's going to start going to the hole on you. And Donovan is very good at one of the best, to me, drivers of the basketball, like driving to the lane I've ever seen. It's amazing. At his size, the things he could do at 6'3", 6'1", or something, and doing the things he does is amazing. Now, my thing is this. She looked good. My thing is this. The problem was the substitutions for the Los Angeles Clippers. Tyronn Lue has got to understand. You have to know your personnel. If Paul George is struggling like he's struggling, you have got to let him chill for a bit. You got to leave him on the bench a little longer and then bring him back late. You see, these coaches are so worried about a damn player's feelings. It's like, look, man, if you that mentally weak, if you're taken out and you can't deal with it, it is what it is. Mentally weak. Mentally weak. Paul George. We know what to expect from Paul George, so that's no more excuses. You know Paul George is going to play with his nuts in his stomach. You know that. You know he's going to play with his nuts in his stomach. And then Luke Kennard did good. It's just that when Luke Kennard stops making shots, it's time to put him on the bench. What you should have done was take Marcus Morris out the game and put Boogie in the game, take George out the game and put Man in the game. And when Rondo was in there with Kawhi, you would have been fine. Shoot, you could have put Batum in there. Batum was doing okay. Then you didn't go to Zubac a lot. It's like, dude, why didn't you play Zubac? You could have played Zubac more down the stretch. You didn't even do that. The Utah Jazz were struggling in the first half, and you kept them in the game. The refs kept them in the game with all these weak foul calls and everything. And then Ingles and Bogdanovich just, him and Mitchell took the game over. Jordan Clarkson started waking up in the second half. Royce O'Neal is a good defender. He can guard the perimeter and the post. He was giving problems to Kawhi. And plus Kawhi couldn't get a rhythm because he was in foul trouble. Now the Jazz, the thing the Jazz can do is they can go at least 10 deep. You're gonna have to play more guys this series, Tyronn Lue. You are terrible as a damn coach. Then at the end, when he got the ball, you guys should have called a timeout. Marcus Morris, I do not want him in the game at that point. He does not do well. He does not do well in those closing games. He doesn't do well. He doesn't do well. He doesn't think well on his feet. When the guy jumped up and he went under him, he should have threw it there to Kawhi. Kawhi was reset. That's what the problem is. It's situational basketball. Guys do not know their role. These guys do not see. This is why I said the other night on our live, LB asked a question because his homeboy was being stupid again. He asked who was the better team, the Kawhi's Toronto team or this team. I said the Toronto team because everybody knew their goddamn role. Goddamn, Marcus. You not that guy, nigga. You a role player. Shit. I'm telling you, all he is Ed O'Bannon. That's it. Him and his brother, the O'Bannon brothers. The only reason they made it in this era because it's soft. Marcus has always been overrated. I can't stand his ass. Him or Paul George. Should have left both their asses at the end of the bench. You should have gone with Boogie or Zubac, Kawhi, Rondo, Man, and hell, you could have had Batum in there. That's what I'm saying. This guy Tyronn Lue is a freaking idiot. He don't know how to coach. I'm watching the game. I'm like, dude, in the third quarter, when it hit 4 minutes, you should have brought Boogie ass back in the goddamn game, Tyronn fucking Lue. You idiot. So tired of these sorry ass coaches. Y'all be trying to talk about, man, he the brother man. He the brother man. Man, fuck that nigga. He trash. I swear, him and Doc Rivers, dog, they remind me of each other so much because they both do not know how to fucking use their bench. They don't. Doc Rivers finally put Shake Milton in the goddamn game, and look what it did for him. He balled out. Tyronn Lue finally put Luke Kennard in the game. Then he can play Luke Kennard all game like this nigga a superstar. No! You play him limited, but at least play him. You didn't even play man but for 1 quarter. You only played Boogie for 1 quarter. What the fuck is you thinking? That made me don't even want to eat, dog, thinking about this idiot. Donovan Mitchell came alive in the second half. When he did, Bogdanovich hit the first shot, which was the 3. Then Donovan came in and hit another 3. He just shot them out the gym in the second half. Jordan Clarkson heated up. Ingles heated up. Mitchell was the force. I give kudos to Mitchell for taking advantage of an idiot Clipper team. I would take Nick Nurse over Tyronn Lue, dog. It's that bad. It's like, dog, do you not know how... Oh, God, dog. Him, Phil Jackson, Doc Rivers, all 3 of them bums need to be thrown in the damn trash heap. Because they all do not know how to rotate. They don't know how to bring in players at certain times. They stick with a lineup too damn much. It's like they're trying to prove they're smart. It's like they're trying to prove they know how to coach. We don't need you to prove, nigga. Do your goddamn job. Gosh, you an idiot, dog. What's the point of getting Boogie on the team if you not gonna use him? That's what I don't understand. Why would you go get him then? Telling you, dog, this guy dumb as hell, dog. The Jazz didn't even do nothing. The Jazz didn't even look good. They were terrible. The second half, they woke up because they had some rust. But, dog, y'all still could have won game 1. Y'all could have stole both games on their home floor. Now, tonight, they going to be ready for you. What you going to do for it? Because tonight going to be a battle. If you keep rotating those players like you're doing, the Clippers are not winning this series. If Tyronn Lue doesn't grow a brain and grow a better substitution, if he doesn't grow a brain or have a better substitution or substitute better, then they are going to lose because the Jazz run 10 deep. They could go 11 if they wanted to. You got to play at least 9 guys or 10. You got to. You can't be going with this bullshit 8. It's crazy, man. I swear, dog, Ty Lue an idiot. Ty Lue, man. Damn idiot, dog. I swear. One of the dumbest coaches in history. Now the next game, the Jazz, which was last night, the Jazz and not the Jazz, but the Nuggets and the Suns. This is what I was talking about, Mr. Funches. You and your buddies, since y'all trying to say, man, that was just a bubble. No. Do you know why these guys have lost the previous years? It's because of Joker's inconsistency. Joker is inconsistent. He is a number 2. He is not a 1. I kept telling you guys that. He's a number 2. He's more skilled than everybody, but he's a number 2. He's Pau Gasol. That's it. He's a Pau Gasol. Not saying playing wise, but heart wise. Michael Porter Jr. You guys keep telling me he's better than Murray at what? Michael Porter Jr. can't play no goddamn defense. So what is he? He's a liability. They should have let Paul Millsap go and they should have kept Jeremy Grant. They should have kept Jeremy Grant. They would have been fine. Jeremy Grant would have been putting the clamps on Devin Booker. He would have gave Booker problems. Then the other guy you let go is on the Suns, because he went to the Bucks. That's who the Milwaukee Bucks are missing, is him, Torrey Craig. They let him go. I was like, oh, it's trouble now. He balling for the Suns. He is D'ing guys up. Him and Jay Crowder is an anchor on defense. Wherever he goes, his team defensively gets better. He knows how to coach on the floor as a defender, and he can hit some threes when it's time to hit the three. The guy can ball. But you guys listening to LeBrownies, when he got rid of him, it's like y'all think he trash. No, the guy can ball. He always could ball. That's what's wrong with the Celtics. The Celtics miss him. Because when you had him and Marcus Smart out there, it was trouble. They were making it tough on people. So, that's what I'm saying. Guys have got to wake up. The Denver Nuggets, also with Malone problem is he doesn't use his bench either. Malone is the same way. He's stubborn. He sticks with a lineup until it's the death of the lineup. He sticks to that lineup. He sticks to that lineup too much. He needs to move around. Michael Porter Jr. is going to be who he is. If he's struggling, you can't go periods of time without putting him back in the game. Because Michael Porter Jr. could get hot and you're good to go. But because defensively he's not that good, it's like, damn, if his shot's not going, I can't blame Malone for that. But Joker is a number 2. Devin Booker is a number 1. Devin Booker is a monster. Him, Bridges, Aiden, DeAndre Aiden he's just stopping guys. He's dominating the middle. I swear, they saying he in his 20s. I'm like, man, that dude is 40. He is a man among boys. He is muscling Joker. He's getting the rebounds. He's making the passes. He's D'ing them up. He was doing that to AD and them in the other series. Now they got to go to Denver. Denver's not going to be easy. But Cameron Payne coming off the bench is an intricate part of their team. And oh yeah, Chris Paul. I've lost respect for you. I'm done with you. I've lost respect for you. All of a sudden, your bum ass can play. What happened to that shoulder injury, Chris? Huh? What happened to that shoulder injury? All of a sudden, you can hit mid-range shots, threes. You can pass dimes, no look now. It's like, oh, okay. Everybody know what you did, allegedly. All this is allegedly, people. But we know what you did. And we know what you're doing. You tried to throw the series to help LeBron win. But then they realized LeBron sucked. So they was like, F it. We can't do that no more. Monty Williams, I know Monty Williams know what you was doing. Because Monty Williams was about to bench you for the rest of the game. And just let Payne and Booker run the point. Which they would have done. Now all of a sudden you can play like Chris Paul now. Now you getting all hyped up and shit. Chris Paul, you a damn fraud. You always been a damn fraud. You do whatever LeBrownies want you to do. Now that I look at it, I think you might have threw the game in the bubble with the OKC thing when y'all played Houston. Hey, I don't put none past them. Some tell me that you threw that. It's a shame. You almost threw the game to help your banana boat buddy out. Your banana boat buddy. Don't worry. The truth shall set you free. So we know what's up. At least I know what's up. At least I know what's up. Yeah. But yeah. This game, man, is going to come down. This game here for tonight, the Bucks and the Nets, you're going to see a big screw job. They're going to allow the Bucks to get away with pushes. They're going to allow the Bucks to knock them around. KD and Kyrie are going to get pushed. Blake Griffin going to be pushed. The Bucks, the Revs are going to do whatever possible. The Bucks are going to probably switch their game plan. All the Bucks got to do is keep Giannis and Brook Lopez in the paint. That's it. Get Kevin Durant and them in foul trouble. No, these niggas want to shoot threes or do turnaround jumpers all day. It's cool to do a turnaround jumper, but Giannis, you could get to the hoop, dog. Ain't nobody stopping you from getting to the cup. Nobody can stop you. They can't. They not built like that. If you're on the perimeter, you play right into their hands. They want you to play on the perimeter. That's what they want you to do. They want you to play in the perimeter because you play into their game, because the Nets are very strong on the perimeter. They have good perimeter defense. Their problem is stopping people from the inside getting to the basket. And that's the only problem. And that's how it is. That's how it is. So if the Bucks go inside and they play inside, they could win the series. But they got to play inside. They can't be settling for dumb jump shots. You're going to have to go in this game knowing that Middleton ain't going to give you nothing. You got to get some. You got to go with somebody else. Drew, man, you got to go inside, dog. You got to stop shooting. Now, Forbes is going to wake up because he's going to be at home. Forbes is the key. If Forbes come out hitting on all cylinders, it's going to be a long game for Brooklyn. Bobby Portis, if he comes out there hitting those shots, it's going to be a long day for the Nets. Because I could see Portis and Forbes going off the bench. And Connaughton. Now, the Nets, their thing is Joe Harris. If Joe Harris goes off, they'll win this game. Because I'm not worried about KD and Kyrie. Blake's going to give you what he can give you. Brown is going to be mainly defense. I think Jeff Green is going to play a little bit sparingly, so he'll come in and play a few minutes. But if Joe Harris doesn't go off, it's going to be a long game for the Nets. Now the Clippers and Jazz play again. All the Clippers got to do, Tyronn Lue, all you got to do is sub. Just sub. Know how to rotate. That's it. It's going to come down to, is Ty Lue going to coach or is he going to be sleep? That's all that matters because your team could actually beat the Jazz. The Clippers match up well against the Jazz. They should have won the other night. I don't want to hear this, man, Paul George go out. No, it's on Ty Lue. Ty Lue, you got to wake the fuck up and play your bench. If Ty Lue doesn't play his bench or play Boogie, Kennard, or Man, if he don't play Man or Boogie, they're in trouble. They're in trouble. And then you got to play Beverly some. So, let me know in the comment section what you think about the games. They were okay, but to me, I want to go strangle the hell out of Ty Lue. And then CP3 faking injuries out here, allegedly faking injuries out here, looking terrible, about to cry like his arm about to fall off, then come out all of a sudden and just hit every goddamn shot in the book and make all the passes. Man, you fake ass bitch. Your new name is Clifford Paul. We calling you Clifford Paul. I'm out. Deezy.